Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargav again. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. Last week, India's most wanted economic offender, Nirav Modi, who has looted Indian banks to the tune of $2 billion and has run away abroad. He was spotted in London walking casually and coolly by a British journalist. The British journalist tried to engage him into a conversation, knowing the fact that he is a wanted fugitive. But in a very practiced, coached and seasoned manner, Nirav Modi stonewalled any kind of a conversation. His only comment to any question was, no comments. His body language was cool. He was unruffled. He had no panic. He had no sense of discomfort. And he very coolly walked to a cab and went away, perhaps to his most expensive apartment or his full-time establishments, both of which are said to be in extremely affluent suburbs, neighborhoods of London. His apartment is said to be worth 73 crores and he's said to be back into his diamond business as a big-time diamond trader. It was very clear from his conduct that he and his team have put in place a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, any number of plans to be able to evade the law, to be able to avoid any kind of an arrest and enjoy the loot that he has taken away from India. Nirav Modi did not even show any embarrassment or discomfort or anxiety or stress of being a fugitive economic offender. In fact, this law in India of fugitive economic offenders was made because of his exit from India. This man, because of this kind of a cool approach to being a fraudster, explains why he was able to game the system in India for years, why he was able to manipulate bankers for years and thereafter just scoot away after having transferred all his wealth abroad. It doesn't matter to him today whether his bungalow in Alibag has been blown. It doesn't matter to him because that's just probably a little part of his ill-gotten gains today. All his wealth has been taken away abroad to be enjoyed there. The expensive ostrich skin jacket that he wore, said to be worth 11 lakhs, showed his confidence of having an ostrich approach to the entire episode. Bury your head in the sand and be indifferent to what is happening around you. Only because he has got all the money to be able to manipulate, game the system and enjoy his ill-gotten gains. This Nirav Modi story starts from the fact that he looted banks in India, ran away. He ran away with the loot. He did not leave it here. All that $2 billion that he looted has been sent overseas by way of hawala and money laundering routes, and he's there to enjoy it. There are a number of lessons we have from this episode of Nirav Modi, and his being spotted by a journalist in London and he not being even bothered about it. He had no sense of panic, no sense of fear, as we said. Even the answers that he gave at that point of time were without any fumble or without any irritation or anxiety. He was cool. Here is a fugitive enjoying the good times of London. What are the lessons from it? The first lesson is you can cheat Indian banks, retain the loot, send it abroad, re-establish yourself abroad and enjoy the loot. Nirav Modi has set up his business empire, business infrastructure back in London. It is the looted money of Punjab National Bank and other banks, but he's back in business. He may be a defaulter here, but he's a wealthy businessman there who for sure must not be a defaulter there. And now he is enjoying that loot. So, if you have taken big money from India, you can manipulate probably any system of any government in the world. And the more richer you are, irrespective of the pedigree of the loot that you have taken, irrespective of the kind of money that you have, you are going to be welcomed with open arms. Nirav Modi is said to have a permanent residency status in the United Kingdom, notwithstanding the furor over the loot that he did, and he is India's most wanted, biggest economic offender today. So, loot doesn't matter, money matters, and you can re-establish yourself where you wish to. The second is, you can loot banks, retain the loot and also flaunt it. You don't need to go to some remote location in South America or some wilderness of Africa to evade being spotted. You don't need to hide anywhere. You don't need to change your identity. You don't need to change your name. You don't need to go away to a remote location. You can be where you wish to be if you have the money. So if you want to be in London, as Nirav Modi wants to be in, so be it. He's got the money to have all the expensive lawyers and consultants to be able to get his immigration status, residential status, and prevent any action from the laws that might start from his home country, which in this case happens to be India. So you can flaunt your wealth. You can live life king size. He lives in apartments which are in the most expensive neighborhoods of London, and he also has his business establishment in one of the most respected neighborhoods of London. The third is, even if you are spotted, it doesn't matter. You got the best of lawyers. You understand, they understand the system. They have set up the system for you there. You are not going to be extradited so easily. Your lawyers will always ensure that you are 2 steps ahead of the local law as well as the Indian agencies. You will ensure that your extradition process is mired in courts there. And even if you are going to be extradited, it would be years later. We are seeing that happen in the case of Vijay Mallya. Nirav Modi's case will be no different. Merely because he got spotted by a journalist in Britain, it doesn't mean that he's going to be extradited immediately. His good times will continue. His lawyers will ensure that. And if the law catches on there, the fourth lesson is, get into your private plane and go to another destination of your choice. Nirav Modi can always go to his uncle Mehul Chokshi, another fugitive established in the Caribbean. The sunshine of the beaches of Caribbean are being enjoyed by his uncle. What stops him also from going there in case London or Britain becomes a difficult territory for him? Only because the Indian government might have got its act together and needs to get him back. And the final lesson. It is not the extensive, powerful machinery of the government of India that will get you back. It will be some journalist, some media, some paparazzi who's looking out for a sensational story or a scoop which will spot you and which will want to get you back into the limelight, such that the Indian government realizes, oh, this fugitive economic offender is in London and now we need to bring him back because now it's common knowledge in public. So it's not necessarily that the government of India will bring you back. Probably it is the media that will bring you back, looking out for a sensational story or a scoop. But even that gets handled by the lawyers that you have, or maybe if you are spotted by them, you have the option of using any of your other passports that you have to go to another country of your choice before another set of extradition efforts start again. In all this, you can be sure Nirav Modi's empire will thrive. He will not become a pauper. He will continue to do his business, unmindful of the fact that the money that he has is money that he looted from banks in India. This is Akhilesh Bhargav signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Namaskar. HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. What we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in English, Hindi and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. We get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.
एक बहुत पुराना फिल्मी गाना है, बदले बदले मेरे सरकार नजर आते हैं, जिसे आजकल प्रधान सेवक नरेंद्र मोदी पर लागू किया जाए तो थके थके मेरे सरकार नजर आते हैं। अगली दफे हो सकता है नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री न बने, कोई और बने। बीजेपी कोई अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जैसा शख्स तलाश कर रही है।
हाँ, मोदी जी ने कहा था न मैं खाऊंगा न खाने दूंगा, ये शायद कांग्रेस को पछती नहीं है। अब कांग्रेस की सरकारें कुछ राज्यों में बनी है, वो कम से कम अच्छा काम करें न करें, कम से कम इस बात को तो ध्यान में रखें कि बिना करप्शन का सरकार चला कर दिखाए।
मीडिया तो धराशायी हो चुका है, कम से कम देश को चाहिए एक सशक्त और मजबूत विपक्ष। क्या राहुल गांधी या फिर अरविंद केजरीवाल, अखिलेश यादव, मायावती, ममता बनर्जी एक सशक्त विपक्ष साबित होंगे?
अनेक विचारधाराएं, एक मंच, ये हमारे दर्शकों पर यानी आप पर निर्भर करता है कि आप कौन से विचारधारा से सहमति रखते हैं।